So know this, that Islam will enter every house. Every house. Don't worry about the Islamophobes. They can yap all they want. Their children will be Muslim.
You know, when you're at the park, somebody talks, hey, you believe in that Islam that be chopping off hands? Yeah, I do. I think it's better than what you believe in.
You could be my own father. If you fight Islam, I will fight you.
Welcome back to Come and Take It. Listen, there has been a lot of infighting happening within the conservative community, and there's a lot of petty bickering between people who probably agree on like 95% of their values, their morals, their platforms, what they think our policies should be here in this country or here in the state. You got a lot of people that are arguing with people who have like 90% of the same values as them, which is so unproductive. It's really, really unproductive in my opinion, because while we are over here infighting with people who generally agree with us on most things, or at least on a basic worldview, we've got a takeover happening in our country. There's a quiet infiltration happening. You saw it in New York City, of course, with the election of Zohran Mamdani for New York City mayor. He is a Muslim communist. I'm sorry, I know. He would call himself a Democrat socialist. I say if his policy is government-run grocery stores, he's full-on commie. And you never go full-on commie.
Never go full retard.
I mean, you don't even want to go like a sliver of commie, let alone full commie. That is unfortunately what New York City has decided to elect. And I'm going to keep sounding the alarm on this because this is a very, very, this is a long game that Islam is playing. It's a very, very long game. When you look at how that man in New York City got elected, when you look at the amount of foreign-born nationals, foreign-born people who voted for him specifically. By the way, I'm not even talking about any sort of potential illegal alien voter fraud. I'm talking about the people who came here legally, who quietly became naturalized citizens, and now they are voting for a Muslim communist for mayor because it turns out they don't want to assimilate. It turns out they don't want to share your values. It turns out they didn't come here for the American way of life. They came here to take over. They came here knowing that this is all part of a longer strategy. And so we got to wake up before it's too late. If you think that this is isolated to New York City, you are sorely mistaken. They are saying all of the quiet parts out loud. It would be different if they were doing this in secret. They're not. They are very, very clear. They are coming to take over. They are coming to outpopulate us, and they are coming to conquer the West. And you know what? Don't even take my word for it, okay? Don't take my word for it. Listen to Sheikh Uthman Farouk tell you.
So know this, that Islam will enter every house. Every house. Don't worry about the Islamophobes. They can yap all they want. Their children will be Muslim. And it's not going to stop. You can stop immigration. You can stop whatever. You can do Muslim bans. Wallahi, it's not stopping. Because the Prophet ﷺ said it will enter every house.
You know, when you're at the park, somebody talks, hey, you believe in that Islam that be chopping off hands? Yeah, I do. I think it's better than what you believe in. And you're not stealing something small. It's more than 1/4 of a gold dinar and thing. You're just stealing because you want to cause corruption and this and that. Chop off a hand in public. Let me see somebody rob you again.
You could be from my enemy tribe. You could be from somebody I hate. But if you're a mu'min, if you're a Muslim, you are my brother. You are beloved to me. You could be my own father. If you fight Islam, I will fight you. This is the way a Muslim has to be.
Today you see, and I'm not trying to mention any names, and I'm not trying to, I'm not a drama queen. I'm not trying to bring up any kind of drama here. But you see major figures in the Islamic community trying to water down Islamic concepts, right? Like, the Sharia punishments were for that time. Norway. If the Sahaba went to Norway, they would love it. They would migrate. I don't know. They would just be like, who needs Sharia? You have Norway. Like what? You know, like you think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't know about the time and place that's going to come? Like, no, the Sharia is the Sharia. We believe in it. The hudud are hudud. We stand by them. We're not afraid of, we're not ashamed. We don't apologize. We don't water anything down. We don't compromise. None of that.
By the way, big shout out once again to Amy Meck over at the Rare Foundation. If you are not following her work, if you are not following the Rare Foundation, make sure to check out both Amy and the Rare Foundation. They have been instrumental in finding some of these clips and getting it out to the public so that we can talk about it, so that we can have a conversation about what are we going to do. They are clearly interested in conquest. It is all part of their holy books. They want to destroy you if you do not assimilate to Islam. Period. And again, let me give you one more. Don't take my word for it. I'm just a silly little privileged American, right? What do I know about the Islamic community? Well, once again, they are playing the long game according to them.
5 years from now, we will have 4,000 journalists, 4,000 filmmakers, 4,000 lawyers, 4,000 political scientists and analysts, and 4,000 students of history that can be teachers of history. In 12 years, if we are consistent, the Muslim community will have 50,000 of each. In the year 2050, imagine, the Muslim community will have 100,000 of each. Then we will tell our own story.
Now that was CARE Executive Director Nihad Awad. So those who are not familiar with CARE, this is the Council on American Islamic Relations, and this is an organization that, just flirts with terrorists. They are associates of the Muslim Brotherhood. They associate with Hamas.
It's not good.
They also were an unindicted co-conspirator in the 2007 Holy Land Foundation terrorism financing trial. This is not what you would call a good organization, CARE. Okay? And so that man, the executive director, giving this speech about infiltrating, about taking over, about shaping culture, about bringing in all of these journalists and, people who are really, these are going to be the ones who are writing the articles. These are going to be the ones who are writing the history books, who are teaching the younger generation. These are going to be the ones who are running for office eventually and being funded by a Muslim super PAC controlled by CARE. So you may wonder, where was he giving this speech about infiltration? Oh, as it turns out, he was over at the East Plano Islamic Center, also known as EPIC. This is the exact same organization. This center is the one who is trying to build this epic city that we keep talking about here in the state of Texas, in this rural little area outside McKinney. It's close to a sleepy little town called Josephine, Texas, and they have this giant all-inclusive Muslim compound that they have planned to build if it weren't for, people like Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, who is doing everything that he can to find legal ways to stop them. But that is the very same center who is trying to build this giant Muslim community. That is where the CARE executive director went to give that speech about infiltrating. You guys need to wake up, okay? Everyone needs to wake up. I can't even tell you the amount of Texans that I have heard. They're looking at New York City and they're like, you guys are screwed. Are you joking? We need to be looking in our own backyard because it is still happening right here in Texas. Houston, Texas is now officially the home of the first Ismaili Center in the United States. 5 stories, 150,000 square feet, all Islamic architecture. It's just a huge building dedicated to their specific, sect of Islam. And in fact, to celebrate this is such a world-renowned event for Muslims across the world, happening right here in the state of Texas, the first one in the United States. Oh my gosh, congratulations, Houston. Congratulations. You guys are in trouble. Okay? This was such a big deal to the Islamic community The 50th Imam of the Shia Imami Ismaili Muslims flew to Houston and received, they rolled out the red carpet for this Islamic leader. They gave him the red carpet treatment. All these local leaders were so happy, bent over backwards for this guy.
A musical ensemble made up of young people from across the region performed the national anthem and Nasheed al-Imama. Maulana Hazar Imam was gifted a key to the city of Sugarland by Mayor McCutcheon, recognizing the Ismaili community's contributions to the wider community. Later in the afternoon, Maulana Hazar Imam visited Houston City Hall to meet with the city's mayor, Honorable John Whitmire. In a gesture of genuine warmth, the mayor presented Maulana Hazar Imam with the key to the city of Houston.
Wow! Keys to the city. Two different keys. Keys to the city, a big fancy party, and even the blending of our national anthem with their Ismaili Muslim anthem. Is that disturbing to anyone else? Let me know in the comments, by the way. Is that disturbing to you? Do you see what they are trying to do? They are trying to blend two different cultures that don't blend. You cannot blend the worldview of Islam with the United States of America because Islam is not compatible with the United States. Islam is not compatible with the Constitution at all. So the fact that they are trying to blend let's just play the songs together. We're all gonna kumbaya and assimilate. No, they want to blow you up if you do not submit to their religion and to their lifestyle. It's that important to them. And we're just over here like, come on, come celebrate with us. We are catering to you. We're gonna build your buildings. And you're going to come here and we're not just going to take it. We're going to oh my God, thank you so much for coming here to celebrate with us. We are doing it to ourselves. It is so embarrassing.
Ridiculous.
Do you think that in any of these Islamic countries, any of these Muslim countries, you think that they're doing the same for us? No, they're killing Christians. They're killing Christians because they're Christian in these Muslim countries. You think they're going to build a 150,000 square foot building dedicated to your religion? Absolutely freaking not. But here in America, we're just but we're so tolerant. That matters. We're so tolerant. To add insult to injury, the Houston mayor's office, they tweeted out, "It was an honor to welcome Prince Rahim Aga Khan to Houston. Today, we toured the first Ismaili Center in the United States, right here in our city. Years in the making, this landmark stands as a powerful symbol of inclusion, learning, and service. We're giving the talking points for them. Inclusion, that's what it's all about. Inclusion. Guys, this is weak. Our leaders are weak. This is loser behavior. These people have already said 1,000,000 times they are coming to take over, and our local leaders, instead of being worried about them coming to take over, they're worried about inclusion. They want to make sure all these worldviews feel included. They are literally just rolling over and giving away our culture. They are ceding ground to culture with a smile on their face. And you know what? When they're beheaded by all of these people who, at the end of the day, will fight for Islam because it's all in their holy book, okay? At the end of the day, when they're beheaded, hey, maybe they'll have a smile on their face as their head is completely chopped off. It is such loser behavior. I care about the American culture. I care about the American way of life. I care about being here in Texas. It means something to me. The Texas way of life means something to me. We are supposed to be this bastion of freedom and liberty, and we have local leaders just ceding ground to Islam. It's so embarrassing. The blueprint for this is already happening in the UK. It is literally happening right before our very eyes. They made all the mistakes. They are now paying dearly for it. And instead of learning from those mistakes, instead of us being able to see, we're watching it on camera. It's on film. It's almost a daily occurrence now. Every week, you can find something in the news about this takeover. Oh, there was a stabbing. Oh, there was a car ramming. Oh, they happened to say Allahu Akbar, but there's been no official motivation from law enforcement. Yeah, I guess they were just saying, praise be to Allah, glory be to God, while they were killing people as a coincidence, right? It was just an oopsie, I'm sure. I mean, it's ludicrous. We're watching this happen. And still, you have leaders who think, oh, that'll never happen here. That'll never happen here. Guys, when someone tells you who they really are, believe them. Texas leaders have chosen not to. Texas leaders are instead, in the name of diversity and inclusion, welcoming it all in. This is how you lose a culture. This is how you lose an identity.
News and analysis on what's happening in Texas. End your day with daily headlines from Texas Scorecard. Every day at 5 p.m., join me, Brandon Waltons, as we recap the biggest stories of the day and talk about why they matter to you. From the state capitol to town hall, there's no shortage of events happening. Keep up with it all. Watch and subscribe to Daily Headlines from Texas Scorecard.
Also, let me I feel like to demonstrate this point, okay? If you don't think, from what I've just shared, if you have not been moved yet, okay? If you still are not convinced that they are targeting Texas specifically, if you have not yet been moved by the first Ismaili Center in America, woohoo, 150,000 square feet, prayer center, community center, museum, all the nice, anything anyone could ever want to learn about this specific sect of Islam, of Muslim, religion, culture, anything anyone could possibly need to hear about that. If you are still not moved by that, okay, might I just show you this from the What's Up Media Network? They bill themselves as the leading and only full-fledged Arab American web TV in the United States. By the way, they're based in Dearborn, Michigan, which basically looks like a Muslim country at this point. The streets of Dearborn, Michigan, let me just, spoiler alert, there ain't any American flags anywhere in sight. They almost had their police department. They were talking about having their police department have the symbol written in Arabic letters. That's how far Dearborn, Michigan has fallen, okay? So from the What's Up Media Network, the leading Arab American web TV in the United States, right there in Dearborn, Michigan, they made a video encouraging the Islamic and Arab communities to literally set up shop in Houston, Texas.
هل ما زلت هيوستن وجهة العرب؟ وهل فعلا المنازل فيها من الأرخص بأمريكا؟
تكساس هم صار خلينا نقول هجرة جماعية من ولايات ثانية. كثرة البناء تساعدت بعدم صعود الأسعار بطريقة جنونية.
هلا دائما العالم بيسمعوا هيوستن، بس هيوستن كبيرة. وين المناطق اللي موجودين فيها العرب بهيوستن؟
طبعا الكوميونتي العربي موجود وين؟ موجود ميشيغان وسان دييغو وحاليا تكساس وبالأخص هيوستن بسبب كثرة الجالية العربية اللي بيها. والعرب حقيقة موجودين، صاروا موجودين بكثير من المناطق، يعني نبدي من حتى من غالفستون اللي هي على الساوث على
البحر أو على الخليج،
نعم، إلى وودلاند، إلى كونرو اللي هي أقصى الشمال، إلى نعم. طبعا في كثير مناطق داخل هيوستن، هي مدينة هيوستن نفسها، بيلير، سايبرس، كيتي، ريتشموند، بيرلاند، شوغرلاند، بعد فولشير، من المناطق الحلوة اللي كثير من الناس تنتقل لها.
This is the blueprint. Import the Islamic community, build all their mosques, build their Islamic centers, build their all-inclusive communities, take all the territory that they can, 150,000 square feet. Hey, build these communities in Houston, build these communities in Dallas, build these communities in the suburbs, build these communities in the rural areas where people are not paying attention. Take all the territory that they can. Then, once you get established, those of you who are coming in who are foreign nationals, make sure to play the long game. Once you get established, apply for naturalization. Become a naturalized citizen. Run for office. Change the laws. Interpret the laws through your own worldview, which is not American. And then, once you have all of that done, once you have established local leaders, once you are the law enforcement, once you are the ones who determine what is illegal and what is not, you conquer. This is the plan. This is the blueprint. They are not quiet about it. They are saying it out loud in the open to our faces and laughing, by the way, that they are saying all of these things. Very open about it. And Americans are still like, how can I best serve your community? It's embarrassing. We are doing it to ourselves. Now, I want to leave you with one last note here to look at on the horizon that we are paying attention to is Collin County Judge Chris Hill just sent out an email over the weekend that this epic city that I mentioned earlier, the epic city that is planned, that Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has been fighting as much as he can. Governor Greg Abbott, don't look to him. He ain't doing nothing. You think that because he tweeted about it, you think that because he posted on social media a sternly worded post that he's actually doing anything about it? I haven't seen it. Correct me. You let me know. Give me proof in the comments if he has actually done anything other than said, there's not going to be Sharia law in Texas. What are you doing to stop the community that they are planning now? So for Epic City, Judge Chris Hill has said that they apparently are quietly trying to rename this community instead of calling it Epic City because of presumably because of all of the backlash, because everyone found out about it and everyone said, there's no way we can let this happen in Texas. Everyone knew about Epic City. And now all of a sudden the developers have decided to change it to the Meadows. Quiet. Shh. Maybe people won't realize that it's, in fact, the same community that is planned, the same all-inclusive compound that is planned, but we'll call it something different and hope that everyone leaves us alone. Guys, you should be telling your elected officials, all the way down to city council, mayor. You can tell your state representatives, you can tell your state senators, but I'm telling you, this is all happening at very, very local levels, as local as you can get. You should be telling them, we have to stop this invasion. Do not be afraid to be called an Islamophobe. In fact, wear it like a badge of honor, because the only thing that is wrong with calling me an Islamophobe or you an Islamophobe is saying that it is a phobia, is saying that it is an irrational fear, an irrational fear. Calling someone Islamophobic means that you are saying that they have an irrational fear of Islam. Having a fear of Islam is not irrational. They want to destroy you. I don't think that that is irrational. I think it is a very rational fear to have. So stop being worried. Local leaders, stop being worried about being called an Islamophobe if you don't bend over backwards and take it up the tailpipe for the Islamic community who would never do the same for you. Never. Never. You would never go to one of their countries and get the red carpet treatment the way that we seem to be doing for them at an accelerated rate. And by the way, we need to ban halal. We need to ban halal food in the state of Texas, like right now, before it's too late. Make this the most unwelcoming state to that culture, to that way of life. It's not just a religion. We need to be the most unwelcome, unfriendly state for that before it's too late. All right. That's it from me. My blood pressure feels like it's raised. I'm sorry. I don't mean to do that to you, you guys. It's very important to me. I feel like we have a very small window to save this state and save this country. And I just wish, I want to shake people. Wake up before it's too late. So share this video with a friend who you think, or multiple friends who you think needs a little bit of education. Make sure you're subscribed to the playlist Come and Take It here at YouTube, Sara Gonzales Unfiltered, or if you're watching on Blaze TV, thank you for watching on Blaze TV. But also go over to YouTube and make sure you are subscribed to Sara Gonzales Unfiltered. Subscribe to the playlist so you don't miss an episode, and we will see you next time on Come and Take It.